Alright guys, I have the usual question for you guys. What are your fears and limiting beliefs regarding success? Well, in today's video, what we're going to cover is how to overcome those fears regarding your personal success. So stay tuned.
Planet Green Zen, inspiring the everyday person to break free from the mundane and take action.
But before we jump into that, if you guys have never been to this channel, what I love to do is just inspire the world mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, and socially. Because I truly believe that if we all had a balance of those areas, we will live in world peace and eliminate hunger, famine, war, slavery, have health, wealth, and abundance together as one human unit on this entire globe. So if you guys believe in similar messages, subscribe to the channel, share this out with people in your community who needs to hear these messages, comment below, let me know your thoughts. And don't forget to hit that bell notification so you're notified when new videos are released. And let's jump into it. So just think about this, guys. How many of you guys actually have limiting beliefs when it comes to personal success, even when it comes to money? Because a lot of us have these paradigms that's been programmed into us to actually not want to really think about this topic and just to live our mundane lives in this hamster wheel type of rat race and never really grow and flourish ourselves. Because when you do that, you don't ask questions, you don't challenge the status quo, you just pay your taxes and just live your life until you die. And that's what the majority of society wants us to do. So if you guys really wake up from that and start to ask questions and really start to think, you will start to wake up. And this is just one topic of many, but when it comes to personal success and finances, you'll be able to awaken from the, and unplug from the matrix, like I love to say, and be able to live a life of freedom and abundance. So yes, I want you guys to wake up today, and I have just about a few different tips to help you guys unplug. So let's hear them. Alrighty guys, so what is one? Number one is you are not unique enough or valuable enough. That is a limiting belief that a lot of us have, and that's totally not true. You are unique, you are special. Again, you want to really just know and believe that, because when we have these beliefs put into us and instilled in us since we were children, we grow up and become adults and we still have that same limiting belief. So we walk through this line, this straight line in life, hoping we don't trip or fall, hoping we don't make mistakes. But let me ask you guys a question. You guys would you rather have a straight line like this or squiggles? Because if you look at it and hook up your heart to a monitor, when it has squiggles, boop, 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 that means you're alive. But if it's a straight line, what does that mean? You're not living anymore. Most people live that straight line in life, just wanting to pass by without making mistakes, without upsetting anyone and all that stuff. Again, I'm not saying you want to be an a-hole or anything. You don't want to upset people on purpose, but you want to ask questions just so you can actually awaken. Because if you don't, you would just live that straight line of a life that, again, it doesn't, and when you do that, you're not really living, you're just existing. So you don't want to exist, you want to live. Alrighty guys, number two, even I've struggled with this, is you don't know what to do. Again, when you are thinking about creating personal success for yourself and your family, there's so many shiny objects out there, you have no idea what to do. So you give up and don't even try because you say, well, there's too much, I don't know what to do. And then you just turn back on the TV and distract your mind with mindless television and entertainment. So you want to get out a piece of pen and paper, start writing down things that you want to do. When you think about it, it makes you happy and smile like this. Or probably not like this, your version like this. I don't know, you don't have to smile like me, but smile like yourself. Anyway, you want to actually start writing out ideas, because you'll be amazed how many things you have that is just holding inside. And once you release that cap, like a cap bottle, everything starts to flow through you. Like infinite intelligence will be able to speak through you like a radio receiver. You won't be able to stop writing. You probably write pages and pages of stuff. And that's how you actually can break through that. We say, I don't know what to do. Start writing, start thinking, whatever makes you happy and smile. And then those will put you on the right path to creating your personal success. So guys, number three, which should be actually number one, is people say, I don't have time. Now remember guys, everyone has this excuse, and we all have the same 24 hours in a day. Oprah has the same 24 hours. Denzel Washington has the same 24 hours. Jim Carrey has the same 24 hours. These people who have created all this success have the same amount of time in a day that we do. The only difference is they decide to do something with their time. Again, the way I like to think about it is, I heard Bob Proctor say this once, is you replace things of lesser value with things of greater value. Because if you don't have time, I guarantee you, if you were to be a fly on the wall with a camera and watch everything you do every day, you can easily free up 3 hours per day like that. Instead of watching and binge watching TV shows, playing video games, going out to happy hour, wasting money, you can spend that time educating yourself and doing things that you like to do. Most people say they don't have time, but again, it's just because it's not a high enough priority on their list. You'll be amazed how many people will find time for things that they want to do, like going to a concert, or say, hey, I have $10,000 I want to give you. Are you free? I guarantee people will free up the time to get that money, because it's just based on your priorities in your head. If something is not a higher, like if creating personal success, bettering yourself, getting healthy is not on your priority list, you're gonna put it and brush it under the rug and make up excuses as why you cannot accomplish those goals. So I challenge you, replace things of lesser value with things of greater value. Lesser value is just doing mindless TV, watching mindless drama shows. Something of value that you can replace that with is reading educational, inspirational books, surrounding yourself around like-minded people who have the stuff that you want in life, and you can learn from them to create that for yourself. Alrighty guys, number 4 is people do not like change. They like to stay in their comfort zone and just stay mundane, because change is uncomfortable, it's uneasy, it's difficult, it's tiring, but change can actually lead you to a better life. Remember guys, if people were not to adapt and change over time, how would you guys even watch this video right now across the world, or be able to communicate with your family members that live thousands of miles away? Because people were not satisfied with how things were, and they decided to make a change. Again, when you adapt and evolve, because look, think about the first telephone, actually not even, during Alexander Graham Bell's time, just think about the first cell phone in the 90s, the really huge one, or the 80s, the big antenna, that was very durable, probably didn't drop calls, but you can do anything. We can record videos on our phone, we can pay taxes, we can control our house, we can order food, literally we can do almost anything, order plane tickets with our phones, because people were not content with how things were. They thought this was it, you can't get better than this, technology is where it's at. Remember guys, when we were kids and you would see something that come out, say, wow, this is great. How can they ever invent something better than this? And look at what we live in now and what we have, because people are constantly thinking. Again, if you turn off the distractions, just think to yourself, how can I improve this? How can this get better? What can I do? How can I serve more people? Stuff like that, you will start to get answers in your mind, and then you'll be able to know what you need to do in order to accomplish that goal of greatness. And number 5 is very similar to where you don't want to change, you don't want to adapt, you want to stay inside of your comfort zone, you're happy where you are. A lot of people say those messages because it helps them feel okay with not creating a life of abundance and freedom. Now you guys may hear people say, well, I'm happy where I am, I'm okay with just working a 9-to-5 job. This is where I need my life, this is where I want my life to be. Although that may be true for some, a lot of people who say that are not really happy. They just use it as an excuse to prevent them from pursuing a life outside of that mundaneness, and then they will be okay when they don't fail or don't actually accomplish their goals, because they say, well, I was okay with this anyway, when they're truly not. Deep down inside, if you go beyond the subconscious to the inner subconscious, that's where all your true desires lie. You have to pierce through that paradigm in that subconscious to open that up and release that, so then that can become your new paradigm, your new subconscious, and it will lead you to your great results. So again, don't let just being mundane rule your life. Alright guys, the next one is most people think that they don't need anyone's help to accomplish their greatness and to accomplish dreams and goals. But to accomplish anything worthwhile, you need to have people in your circle, in your team, in your community to help you grow, because you're not the smartest person. No one is. I know I'm not, and I need people that are smarter than me, to have more experience, to help me grow and guide me so I can actually get better. But again, a lot of people try to do things on their own, but that's just not the way it works. You have to have people on your team and in your circle smarter than you, mentors, coaches, whatever you want to call them, that can help guide you to the path that you can actually create your personal greatness. All right guys, number 7 is a lot of people say, well, I have to change blank, or I have to do blank first before I can actually start working on this. And that's just not true, because when you think like that, you will never take action to actually start to initiate things to change your own personal success in life, because those are excuses to where, well, I need more money first, or I need to live in a better house or environment, or I need to make more money first before I can help other people out. And again, when you think like that, you will never start to do things to create the habits that you need to actually accomplish the goals and the dreams that you desire. So again, me for example, I would say, well, once I create more money, I can actually help more people out. But again, I donate my time to help charities and events and people of hunger. You don't even need money for that, you just need time. So, but I could have done that years ago, but I had the mindset that I had to be more successful first before I can give back and help people. And someone pointed it out to me that, why can't you do it now? And I was like, huh, that is interesting. You're right. Why not? Then boom, I took action, and now every month I volunteer at least twice a month just to try to help and give back, because I can do it now and I have the strength in my body to do so. But guys, number 8 is big, is I don't want to fail. Because again, we're all taught, again, especially in school, when you get a big F on your paper, that you're stupid, you're a failure, that it's wrong to fail. But in life, failure leads to success. You have to fail forward in order to be able to get better. Think about a baby, guys, who they don't have any of these preconceived paradigms locked into them. So when they're trying to walk, they actually enjoy the failing and falling over because they're stumbling, their legs are not strong enough, but they keep pushing forward until they can stand up. And then they can take 1 step and then 2 and just keep doing it until they're walking and running and crawling to walking to running. But if they had limiting beliefs like we all have, we will all be slipping on our bellies. And I've said this before in other videos. So think about that, guys. You have to fail in order to get better. Failure is part of the success process. The big one, number 9, is people say, well, I have to win the lottery first in order to be able to do anything that I want. I will quit my job if I won the lottery, or I do this or that if I won the lottery. But that's just a lazy way of trying to say that you're not going to create the life that you want. Remember, guys, especially for people living here in America, you live in one of the greatest countries that allows you to actually create the life that you want. But most people don't even attempt to do it, because when you're born into something that's good, a lot of people take advantage of it and they don't use it to the full potential that they should and need to. So again, think of like a kid born in a wealthy family that gets everything they want handed to them. They're not going to have the same compassion and appreciative that someone that grew up poor and created success would have, or even get something to be grateful for. Same thing happens when people are born with something that comes free to them. They don't value it as much. So again, you guys want to, if you live here or in a country that's free, or that allows you to do what you want, you need to take advantage of that to the best of your ability and actually create the life that you want, because you don't have to win the lottery, you create your own lottery. Guys, number 10 is I was never taught how to do this, so I don't know. Now, if you hear someone say that, that's just a bunch of bull, a bunch of crap. Because especially now in the 21st century, we live in a digital age, guys. You literally can Google anything you want. You don't have to physically go into a library anymore, rent books or CDs or any of that stuff. You literally can Google something, learn for it. Heck, you can even order books, audiobooks. YouTube even has free audiobooks. You can literally educate yourself on what you need in order to get you to where you need to be. But again, people are not willing to do that because it takes too much time, it's boring. They'd rather just go play, distract their mind versus creating assets and something that would help them and their families for the rest of their life, whether it's money and education and health. But that's just one of the biggest, excuses in the world, where you were never taught. So I say, if you were never taught, go teach yourself. You have the tools available to you, so there's no excuse then. So what are you gonna do? I hope you start to learn and teach yourself. So go do it. Alrighty guys, well that's actually all that I have for you for this video. So again, if you guys have comments or other feedback, please respond in the comments below. I would love to hear what you think about this topic and creating your personal success and the limiting beliefs that people have when it comes to doing that. Alright, well you guys know what time it is. My favorite part, which is the quote of the day. And today's quote is from Johann Wolfgang von Goethe, or Goethe, however you say that. So Johann Wolfgang von G. So let's put it that way. Wolfgang says, whatever you think you can do, or whatever you believe you can do, begin it. Action is magic. Grace and power is in it. So, what do you guys think of that quote? I would love to hear your comments below. So, that's all that I have for you guys today. Again, this is Greg with Planet Green Zen. And again, if you guys like these messages, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification so you're notified when new videos are released. Comment below, let me know your thoughts. Share these out with people in your community who needs to hear these messages. And I will talk to you guys soon. Greg with Planet Green Zen, signing off.